What is self surrender? A story regarding self surrender is as follows. Once a pregnant deer was wandering in deep forest, grazing on fresh grass of the green field completely carefree, without any worries or fear or anxiety, since she had no enemies. All of a sudden, an enemy appeared in front of her. A ferocious looking hunter with bow and arrow in his hands stood looking towards her. He had silently sneaked into this deep forest hunting for a deer. The poor deer felt that was the end of her life. Her heart started throbbing loudly. She thought of running into the thick forest to her right, but saw a net set by the hunter to catch her. So she thought of fleeing towards the left, but lo, the hunter's dogs were ready there to pounce on her. She turned backwards only to find a huge forest fire which would burn her down to ashes. Where could she go? Enemies on all sides, death in all directions. Finally, she looked up towards sky but couldn't run there. But she remembered the all-pervading God and that He was the only one to protect her. So she started praying and calling on to Him from the bottom of her heart. She was more concerned about the fawn in her womb. Her death meant the death of the fawn who had not yet come to this world. She started praying, O Sri Krishna, O Sri Keshava, protect me. Then there was a miracle. Suddenly a stormy, heavy rain poured in. The storm blew away the net. A thunderbolt frightened the dogs who fled away. The dust particles blinded the hunter, and the heavy downpour extinguished the fire. The deer was saved from all the enemies that surrounded her by the all-merciful Lord. At that moment, the deer gave birth to a beautiful fawn, and the fawn started feeding milk, and the deer lay calm as though nothing untowardly had happened. Self surrender and self effort, that is Purusharth, go hand in hand. The deer tried her best to save herself, but when she found that there was no way out and her death was inevitable, she surrendered herself at the holy feet of the Lord. Then she knew that no one could save her other than her very own, the lotus eyed Sri Krishna, and that is true self surrender. So it is as the proverb goes, God helps those who help themselves. Sri Ramakrishna Paramhansa says pain and pleasure are inevitable in a body. He who has realized God dedicates his mind and life, his body and soul to God. When Rama and Lakshmana went to take their bath in Pampa lake, they thrust their bows into the ground. Coming out of the water, Lakshmana took out his bow and found its tip stained with blood. Rama said to him, Look, brother, look. Perhaps we have hurt some creature. Lakshmana dug in the earth and found a big bullfrog. It was dying. Rama said to the frog in a sorrowful voice, Why didn't you croak? We should have tried to save you. You croak lustily enough when you are in the jaws of a snake. The frog said, O Lord, when I am attacked by a snake, I croak, saying, O Rama, save me, O Rama, save me. This time I found that it was Rama who was killing me, so I kept still.